He said he got to look into the case. He didn't say he was considering it. Y'all running with a stupid story to make it bigger. You want the story to be big. That's why you running that way. What is up, YouTube? Uncle Mike trying to do too much at one time, and I'm hungry. What time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Cassie rages on Trump for planning to release Diddy this week. Man, sit down. First of all, Cassie ain't said nothing. Trump ain't even said nothing. Hey, before we get started, man, please help us. We're trying to raise money. One of my family members in the Philippines broke their arm. They broke their arm, y'all, and they are trying their best to bandage it up and go to the doctor, but he needs to have a major operation to get this. This is a crucial bone in the body, just like your femur bone in your leg. I forgot the name of this bone. I used to be smart and know. I learned all the names of each bone. Radius or something. Anyway, this bone is broken. He was doing arm wrestling and stuff, and now he can't work. So his sister, who works for the YouTube channel, y'all, we want to bless her. We want to bless her so he can have this operation. Oh, I meant to tell y'all, man, that they need 90,000 pesos. That's what I meant to say, 90,000 pesos. Okay, how much is that in American money? Calculate. It's about $1,600. Give a couple of pennies or whatever. $1,600. I'm asking for help. You can check our description and everything in our Cash App and PayPal. We got a PayPal. Look for the PayPal link if you can use your credit card to PayPal, or you can look for the it says support the mission on this channel. I don't know what it says on the other channel, but anyway, our Cash App is MCSounds. $ MCSounds. $MCSOUNDS. So boom, I did that. Or you can buy my album. The album is on sale for Look. Uncle Mike album, you can click, and then, or you can buy my YouTube. I'm going too fast. I'm $13.99. I always go too fast. Uncle Mike True Form Beats, and it's a download. All the stuff is download. You can purchase. That'll help support, and all the money will go to him getting this operation. Then we have, boom, our YouTube book. I wrote a book, y'all. Uncle Mike wrote a book, y'all. And it's very interesting, man. If you really want to change your life, this book right here shows you. It's $14.99. The YouTube book actually changed my life, man. It took me a long time to learn this stuff, and I'm putting together a YouTube course where you don't have to make all the mistakes I made, going on Facebook and begging people to, man, subscribe to my channel, and I explain all this stuff, why this don't work, and at the same time, how you can make it work for you. So anyway, now that that's all done, Cassie, poor thing. Cassie was a person who actually was used and abused and was reaching out for help and couldn't get help. So let's do this for Cassie also, man. I'm so glad she is out of that situation. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
Commuting Diddy sentence. TMZ has just dropped a major bomb, claiming that Trump is now seriously considering commuting Diddy's sentence.
Diddy could be a free man by the end of this week. We broke a story last night that Donald Trump is seriously considering commuting his sentence.
Now, this isn't just TMZ clickbaiting us. It seems this exclusive really is legit. TMZ's paparazzi have since managed to interview Diddy's lawyer and asked him if there's any truth to the pardon. And this is what he had to say.
There's a lot of news coming out. We reported the story about a pardon, Yes. All I'll tell you is I think your story was accurate. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I mean, this week some decision will be made. What's the feeling?
I have no idea about timing. All I know is everything that I read in that article looked accurate.
Well, look, that's probably some relief to Diddy's team, you know. And
I don't know. I think they're moving ahead. I don't think anybody is counting on anything, and
Right.
I think the reporting was accurate.
how did you hear he's faring since the sentencing?
I don't know. I mean, I hopefully we'll see him soon and find out.
I guess lastly, I would ask, what do you think his future looks like?
I have the utmost confidence in Sean. I think Sean will make a comeback the likes of which people are not expecting. So I've watched him over. I've known him for a long time. I have the utmost confidence in him.
In whatever sphere. I mean, he's done business, the
he's
music,
iconic
the
in a
fashion.
lot of ways, and I think he'll make a comeback. I'll leave it at that.
You don't think that he'll lose some fans, or do you think?
And part of character is when you fall down, you get back up.
Hey, thank you, Mark.
When the TMZ story
Yeah,
dropped,
right.
Trump to pardon Diddy,
My bad.
the internet practically exploded.
Uh-huh.
Within minutes, hashtags like #FreeDiddy and #NoPardon for Diddy were trending across social media. Commentators, fans, and even a few politicians were scrambling to confirm if the report was real.
Now,
According
it
to
was real.
TMZ's sources, Donald Trump was seriously considering
Come on, man. It was real. How can you think? Who in the world would see him on that video and start saying, "Oh, he need to be free"? He need to be punished again. Seeing that video after you lied. He lied and said that he didn't do all this stuff. She lied. She just want my money and all this stuff. Everybody got all the dummies saying that. Do you know that Cassie would have been making way more money if he would have just made her a recording artist? Have you ever heard Cassie's music? Have you ever heard or seen her dance and all this stuff? Have y'all ever seen that? Because trust me, I didn't know who she was. We did reaction to some of her. Look it up. She worked hard as a recording artist. She was working hard. She wanted to be a recording artist, man. She would have been making $100 million a year. How dare you sit there and look at the money, stupid? That's only broke people look at the negativity and try to twist it positive some kind of way. That girl was getting abused, something terrible. She was getting abused, something terrible. And them R's and freak offs and all that stupid stuff. And y'all talking about 20, and some people say 20 million and some people say 30 million. She could have been making $50 to $100 million a year with all the makeup and all the beauty. She was a very beautiful, perfect woman. Well, all the women perfect. But anyway, y'all get my point. Oh my God, man. All that video did was gave more support to any story she told us. Then you got the makeup artist talking about her job was to cover up the daggone bruises. She ain't want to get it either. She ain't want to get in
commentators,
trouble.
fans, and even a few
Don't start me
politicians were
lying.
scrambling to confirm if the report was real. According to TMZ's sources, Donald Trump was seriously considering commuting Diddy's sentence, not pardoning him completely, but cutting him loose before he even stepped foot in prison.
Before he's even in a prison.
Right.
He's still at Brooklyn MDC waiting to find out which prison he's going to. But this is something that President Trump is considering. And the fact that he's considering it is causing a bit of an internal war at the White House because not everybody in the administration thinks this is a good idea.
So we are told this, and this is coming from somebody high up in the White House. We broke that story, incidentally, that right after the sentencing, his legal team, Diddy's legal team, got in touch with somebody who had the president's ear, and that the president was looking at the paperwork.
And the president acknowledged that
Like 2 days later.
Yeah, in the Oval Office.
2 days later.
Yeah.
So we now know that Trump is considering. We're told that he's kind of waffling. He's going back and forth on this, but there are staffers in the White House telling him, don't do it. So we put this story up last night, and the White House immediately came out and said, fake news. The story is fake news, and then they ended up saying the president makes that decision. Well, we also said that our source, the key source, said the exact same thing, that even though some staffers are telling him not to, that decision,
ultimately,
he will do what he wants to do.
That's what he does.
I'm confused about what the president's denial
By the way,
was.
just so you know, we absolutely stand by this story.
It's
accurate.
100%
It's hard
true.
to find.
I'm confused
Where's
with
the fake news?
what the denial is. What was the claim of fake news? We know that he was considering it. He said in the Oval Office that he was considering it.
That he was aware of.
And
So we said as early as this week, there is news.
He said he got to look into the case. He didn't say he was considering it. Y'all running with a stupid story to make it bigger. You want the story to be big. That's why you running that way. He said, I haven't even looked at the case. I will have to look into it. Yeah, I would consider giving him a pardon if he deserved one, if it was some injustice done. You don't just start stepping all over the courtroom system. You already gonna be labeled as the worst. You started off pretty good, man. We had hope for you. Now all of a sudden, people who voted for you, look, they mad at you. What happened to the Epstein files? Oops, your name was on it. And he was probably telling his big wig people, come on, fellas, you know I'm not gonna release those files. Hell, I was sitting up front. Tom, I was sitting by you. Oprah. You remember when we flew back? You was too drunk, but I was sitting by you coming back. You know I'm on them flight records. God dang, man. Boy, I wish I could just bust all this stuff wide open, man. Like a real superhero. That's what I
New
wish.
developments. There are new developments that some of the staff is telling him don't do it, that he has gone back and forth on it, but that it could happen as early as the end of this week.
But he doesn't say...
And very clear, not a pardon, a commutation. That was made clear.
The difference being a pardon, he's still guilty of the crimes. The commutation just doesn't have to serve the sentence.
But we were specifically told commutation, not pardon.
But what is he denying? Is he denying that he is considering it? Is he denying that he's vacillating on it? Or is he saying, I'm never going to give this guy a pardon?
Well, he's not saying
anything.
the communication
somebody in the White House, but they're
clear.
speaking on his behalf. They're not speaking without his consent.
They're just saying fake news.
That small difference,
fake news,
commutation
that's why.
instead of pardon, might sound like legal jargon, but it changed everything. It meant Diddy would still technically be guilty, just not serving time. And for many people, especially Cassie, that was unthinkable. Behind the scenes, Cassie allegedly was beyond angry, calling the move a betrayal of every survivor watching this case. For her, it wasn't just about Diddy getting out early. It was about what message that sent. That
Of
justice
course.
could bend when enough power and connections are involved.
Yep,
That
and that's
money,
exactly.
influence, and celebrity could outplay accountability once again. This is something that Jaguar Wright had previously warned us about.
He was trying to buy 3 jurors. You want to know what didn't happen during that federal trial this year? The jury wasn't sequestered. There was nothing but YouTubers all over the place, in that courtroom, outside that courtroom, watching what trains those jurors got on to go home.
Do you feel like they did us an injustice by not, and I know it's the feds, but should they have put this trial on court TV or something? Should we have had a visual history of this trial for...
It really don't matter. Like, that's the thing, this trial, the sentencing, the verdict, all the hyperbole, all of the pomp and circumstance, all of this, all of that, it means nothing. It means nothing. This was all done for the public's entertainment. This was all done to get people like me to be quiet. This was all done to give weirdos like Vladimir Lyuski and Torre the ability to constantly challenge and try to check my veracity, my actuality, my truth. And to get the public to not believe whistleblowers like me. That's why this was done. This ain't even about Diddy. It's about the rest of them. Do you know they're still having white parties?
And maybe that's what made this rumor sting even more, because TMZ insisted their story was airtight. Their insider allegedly heard it straight from someone inside the White House, who claimed Trump had already been briefed on Diddy's case and was going back and forth about it.
I think Diddy's team royally screwed up, because if he would have bent the knee during sentencing
and just said something about being prosecuted here when there's
as
very
opposed
little
to back
evidence,
channeling it,
right?
They wanted to. You wanted to bend the knee in the middle of court, open.
But here's the reality: that Diddy's team, what they're telegraphing to the White House is, look at the similarities Donald Trump has with Diddy. They're saying that the Justice Department was weaponized against both of them. That's their argument. That Maureen Comey, James Comey's daughter, prosecuted him. That he was prosecuted for racketeering, which they're saying was never a thing, and the jury agreed. He was prosecuted for sex trafficking. The jury said no.
Right.
And the only thing that he got convicted of was the Mann Act, which he never would have been prosecuted if that was the only thing alone that they had prosecuted. So they're saying, look, we're simpatico. We're like you.
Overreaching prosecutors,
and that's how they're trying to reach Trump.
What I don't see is what's really in this for Trump to do it, right? And because normally when the president makes these decisions, it's transactional. There's something he feels he's going to get from it.
What did he get from George Santos?
Well, I was about to say, that's what...
He gonna get some dance moves, some old school dance moves. That's right. Did he go over there and teach Trump how to moonwalk? Bullshit. Trump don't need nothing from Diddy. What he need from him? Money? Yeah, right. Diddy don't have no money compared to what Trump doing. Come on, man. This is crazy.
Right? And because normally when the president makes these decisions, it's transactional. There's something he feels he's going to get from it.
What did he get from George Santos?
Well, I was about to say, that's what gives me pause. Because when I think about Diddy at this point, because he didn't publicly bow, then it feels like, well, what's in it for Trump?
Yeah.
But I would say the same thing about George Santos. What's in it?
There's nothing in it for Trump. I see more in it for Diddy than there is for Santos.
Well, there's a lot in it for Diddy.
Right.
But
what's in it for Santos?
There's something in it for Trump. Epstein. That right now there is a woman who is not being sworn in by Mike Johnson,
Congress,
who will be the 218th vote to release the Epstein files. That would be a majority. And they are doing everything they can not to swear her in. But it's looming. And if Diddy gets commuted, the sentence gets commuted, that's going to grab headline.
So it seemed this story isn't just about Diddy and Cassie anymore. It was about Trump, the media, and timing. Because according to TMZ, some insiders believe this potential commutation was never really about justice. It was about distraction. At the same time this rumor broke, Congress was reportedly one vote away from releasing the long-awaited Epstein files, thousands of pages of sealed documents tied to one of the most controversial cases in American history. If those files go public, they could shake powerful names across both parties.
To commute Diddy and get more of a distraction.
For a week and a half.
But it's been a series of distractions for 10 months.
Yeah, no, I got you. I just don't know. I just don't know how much play you get out of that because
you get good play.
You get good play.
And by the way, I think you'd get longer play in commuting Diddy than you did George Santos.
Without question. But the Epstein files aren't going to come out tomorrow. Even if they swear in the 218th Congresswoman, they're not going to all of a sudden release them en masse the next day. It's going to take some time. I hear what you're saying, and he definitely wants a distraction from Epstein. I got that.
They don't have to know what the end game is.
Right,
just delaying.
Right.
I'm going to say something that I've gone back and forth to whether I should even say it or not.
Oh, boy.
I don't know why we got this story, because what occurred to me was that if it becomes public, maybe he's less likely to do it. So there's something I'm missing.
I think that's right.
And I don't know what I'm missing here. There's something I'm missing.
Yeah, I think I don't think you're missing anything. I think that Donald Trump reacts negatively.
You're missing that the whole thing is
bullshit. Bullshit.
That's the part you're missing. Somebody want to make you look like a fool. TMZ. You looking look how old he looks, man. He look like he's shriveling up. While my man with the dreads, he look like he getting bigger and bigger. Think about that one.
When a story comes out that he has not personally authorized.
But his point is, why wouldn't these sources have thought that through?
Well, sources are sources. People talk for different reasons.
Hey, enough said.
Hey, I'm Love Jones, rep in Brooklyn, New York, and I am not at all surprised that Trump would consider commuting Diddy. I mean, they did used to party together, and the hip-hop community absolutely loved Trump back in the day, okay?
Meanwhile, Trump hasn't directly denied the report. His team called it fake news. But as TMZ pointed out, that denial was vague. No clear statement that he wasn't considering it. Just the usual deflection. And as for Diddy, silence. His camp hasn't said a word since the story broke, which only fueled speculation that something might actually be happening behind closed doors. The only thing we've gotten out of them is Mark Garagos saying there's something to TMZ's story. But Cassie's fury, that's public. Insiders say she feels like the justice system is being played with, that all her courage, all her testimony, could end up being overshadowed by backdoor politics and celebrity power plays.
Early on, this story was a Cassie Ventura story. For her to receive $20 million settlement plus $10 million from the hotel, plus Diddy getting sentenced to 4 years, does Cassie get justice in all this? Does that look like...
Still not enough. Still not enough. And it's wild because she's getting such a better deal than Derek Lee Cordell Smith is.
$30 million and your perpetrator gets 50 months? I mean...
Still not enough.
Jeez.
Her life is never going to be the same. And people are going to find ways to make her life complicated, to force her to have to spend that $30 million every way they possibly can. You know, there is no up. There is no win. Have I been saying that?
Yeah, like you said, it's all really make-believe. I mean, this is all just for show or something. Is there a lesson to be learned here, though, at all? Like, is there a lesson for generations to come to learn from this?
Stop being so anxious to be a follower. Stop being so quick to be on that Brandy bullshit. I wanna be down.
Hey, I wanna be down.
We got
with
too many people that wanna be down.
Yeah.
We got too many people that wanna be around all of this stuff. And we have enough instances of fuck what's right and wrong. As long as there's enough money to throw at it, it's going to be whatever we want it to be.
Now, we speak on hubris, where Diddy, they say, had set up speaking engagements a week after he was technically wanted to walk free.
Yeah.
Again, we talk about hubris and things of that nature.
God said no.
Yeah.
God told him, sit your black ass down.
What?
And if Trump does go through with it, if Diddy walks free before the weekends, it could open a floodgate. Because what message would that send to victims everywhere? That justice can be traded for attention? That accountability can be negotiated if the right person makes a call? People have long blown whistles on how this is incredibly prevalent in the music industry. Diddy is just the latest to dodge justice.
How bad was it?
That's what I care about. I care about the victims.
No, I understand. How bad was it, do you think? What was going on?
I'm going to tell you right now that me, as a woman who has been in the industry for over 30 years, I've been performing live since I was 13. My first handler was McKinley Horton. I come to find out 25 years later that a scar that was on his face with a very elaborate story he gave me was put there by a woman who he assaulted. To live through these things and hear your elders in the business, people like Patti LaBelle say, just avoid him, honey. and being taught to be just avoid him, honey. It's not good enough. Not when you live through these things, you're still suffering the PTSD created by all of this, and you're talking to a victim that's 20 years younger than you, and she's telling you the exact same thing that happened to you.
So
you want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters.
Monsters.
And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Either way, one thing is clear. Diddy may well be on his way to evading justice, and it spells danger for his victims. But for now, though, he has to worry about saving his own skin. Because according to several news reports, Diddy recently woke up in his Brooklyn jail cell with a knife pressed to his throat. The alleged incident, described by his longtime friend Charlucci Finney, painted a picture of a man living under constant threat. Charlucci told the Daily Mail online, "He woke up with a knife to his throat. I don't know whether he fought him off or the guards came. I just know that it happened."
Looks like the diddler woke up with a knife to his throat in prison. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Diddy's only friend that's left, the one that's was by him with Free Diddy and all those stupid shirts, this guy, he said that Diddy woke up with a knife to his throat. At the detention center. The one in Brooklyn. He said, I don't know whether he fought him off or the guards came. He just knows that it happened. If this guy wanted to harm him, Sean would have been harmed. It would only take a second to blank his throat with a weapon and unalive him. It was probably a way to say, next time you ain't gonna be so lucky. Everything is intimidation, but with Sean, it won't work. Sean's from Harlem.
What the heck that got to do with it?
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, better watch.
People kill me when they say where they from. I'm from so-and-so, like that means something. I'm from Washington, D.C. I don't play that. Well, I'm from Maryland. I don't play that. I'm from Virginia. I don't play that. Then all three of us say, well, I'm from the DMV. We don't play that. That's right. Right. I'm from Chicago, baby. I guess you don't play that either. Come on, man.
His back. With Sean, it won't work. Sean's from Harlem.
He's from Harlem.
Okay, sure. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, better watch his back. In prison, don't drop the soap.
Speculation has exploded since the prison attack on Diddy, with many suggesting that it may not have been random at all. People on the internet think Diddy may just straight up be lying to garner sympathy and get transferred to a different, more welcoming prison. However, some believe that the incident could be part of a larger effort by longtime Tupac Shakur supporters seeking revenge. Revenge for a murder they've never stopped believing Diddy had a hand in.
Say, yo, listen here, man. This guy's life might be danger over here because people think that he has something to do with Pac. People think he has something to do with Biggie, and they right here in Brooklyn. You understand? It's right here in Brooklyn, and some of the people are still mad that he made making of the band walk to Brooklyn from, to get the cheesecake, and just around the corner from the Cheesecake Factory. So, Junior's. So it might be some dumb shit. So y'all need to get him out of here and ship him to Jersey because somebody gonna kill him over here. Those are good arguments, if you want to call it, but it's bullshit. He gonna get the same treatment,
bullshit,
no matter how much money he got from them correction officers. Because if they don't, and they get caught giving him preferential treatment, they gonna lose their job.
So you feel like Pac fans will try to do something to him?
Pac and Biggie fans. He can have issues with both of them because a lot of people think, because of the statement that Keefe D made, that he did something to Pac. A lot of people know or think that because of Biggie leaving, they finding out that Biggie was leaving Bad Boy, that he may have had something to do with Biggie.
The timing couldn't be more suspicious. Just as Diddy's legal troubles intensified, a newly surfaced 2025 Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, report reignited one of hip-hop's darkest and most debated mysteries, the 1996 killing of Tupac Shakur. The document reveals fresh allegations from Dwayne Keith Davis, better known as Keef D, who claims that Diddy once offered a $1 million bounty to have both Tupac and Suge Knight killed. These explosive claims first appeared in confidential police interviews conducted in 2008 and 2009, but they've now resurfaced in official records tied to Keef D's ongoing legal proceedings. He's the only person currently charged in connection with Tupac's murder. In the report, Keef D alleges that Diddy was furious with Tupac and Knight during the height of their East Coast-West Coast feud, and that he said he would give anything for those dudes' heads. According to Keef, Diddy then put a $1 million price tag on their lives.
In the book, you said the third day after getting back from Vegas, you guys met up with Zip in L.A.
At Wingstop.
At Wingstop.
Yeah. Not Wingstop, but Hot Wings. LA Hot Wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you said that Puffy called and said, was that us? And you didn't say nothing.
I didn't say nothing. Yeah, you're right.
There's also, you go into the book that apparently there was supposed to be $1 million that Zip was supposed to bring back, but he ended up keeping the money and buying a nightclub with it.
That's what the FBI said.
The FBI said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys never got any money?
Never.
For anything?
Nothing. Not even a pair of Sean John drawers. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It seemed like Puff do that though. He seemed like every time some bad shit go around here, it look like it's some shit on the grass. He don't step around that shit. He get away from that bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you talked about how you made a crucial mistake by having a big meeting in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it wasn't in the neighborhood. It was at a park outside of the neighborhood.
Okay, in Cerritos.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the mistake that you made?
I said I was just going to get some bread from Puff to get us some guns because they kept on raiding our houses, taking our guns.
And there was informants that was listening to this whole conversation.
Yeah, they was there. Yeah. Exactly.
And they reported that back.
Yeah. I wish you can enter the FBI's. They don't do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Greg Hayden, he was just an LA detective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he act like he made me crumble and all that. He didn't make me crumble. It's my friends around me. They took me down.
Right. Because, well, your whole life is being turned upside down at this point.
Exactly.
If Keefe D says that he was trying to get his money from Puff through Zip, and he got that money was worth $6, and they could trace it back to them, and both of those people could say that, then they got him. But that's going to be hard to prove because I don't believe that may have happened. I don't know why he had to check for $1 million. It wasn't my concern at no time. But I know he had a check for $1 million.
The fatal drive-by shooting took place on September 7th, 1996, just hours after Tupac and Knight were caught on camera fighting rival gang members at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, following a Mike Tyson boxing match. Tupac was struck multiple times while riding with Knight in a black BMW and died 6 days later from his injuries. Knight survived, though with a serious head wound. Diddy, for his part, has repeatedly denied having any involvement in the murder. He's never been charged, named a suspect, or officially linked to the killing by law enforcement.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah. No, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Still, the resurfacing of the DEA report has thrown gasoline on an already smoldering fire of suspicion. Adding even more intrigue, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has publicly urged investigators to follow the money. He claims there might be a trail connected to a $1 million check tied to the alleged murder-for-hire plot. Deal has long speculated that the funds may have passed through Eric Von Zip Martin, a close associate of Keefe D, who he believes acted as an intermediary.
But I want to ask you about Puffy case. It looked like they trying to connect him to Pac murder, man.
Well, the way the lawsuit and the way the law enforcement's been talking about it is that they believe that there was a check for $1 million that were paid out. What I've always said before is that follow the paperwork. Follow the paperwork. Kirk Burrows came out of his lawsuit and said that Diddy has something to do with it. You understand? At that time, Kirk knew how to get the money, knew how to put the money into place. So follow the check. Everybody say, yo, nobody writes a check for $1 million for this, that, and the third. Well, like I told people a long time ago, the individuals that they try to say that had something to do with it or got paid for it showed us a check for $1 million. I don't know that to be true. I know that that individual told us that he got a check for Black Ground Records for selling a record company that I didn't know he had. I never said he did. So follow the paperwork, if that's true or not. So now if it goes back to that, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. And I'm still gonna go with what I said. It's gonna come back, bro. It's gonna come back, bro. If they do, everything is already laid out there. All they have to do is 9 times out of 10, follow the paperwork. Keefe D gonna be free pretty soon.
Now, with Keefe D's trial set for February 2026, the story has come full circle. Still, Diddy isn't leaving things to chance. The rapper and producer has filed a notice of appeal over his conviction and the 4-year prison sentence that followed. In a 2-page filing submitted to Manhattan Federal Court, his appellate attorney, Alexandra A. E. Shapiro, confirmed that Diddy would be challenging both the conviction and the sentence. While the appeal notice didn't outline specific arguments, Diddy's legal team had already made their stance clear. They believe the conviction never should have happened in the first place. According to them, the statute used, transportation for the purpose of prostitution, doesn't apply to the circumstances of the case. It remains to be seen if he will win this appeal. Do you guys think Trump will commute his sentence? Let us know in the comments below.
Oh man, dude, I gotta get something to eat. It's almost it's almost 2:00. If you're trying to watch me get right off the subject first. What is this? Oh my God. Cassie, rest easy, Cassie. Now that Diddy's gonna do at least won't be in jail to 2028. I was hoping he's gonna be in jail to 2030. And I still got hope. I still got hope for that to happen. So I'm still trying to figure this thing out. You got Gene, you got the other bodyguard, you got Jaguar Wright, you have so many people. What about all the other groups that he worked with? What about the person that worked at the store, the convenience store, the clothing store that Diddy went in there and claimed he art and all that? I understand that a lot of this stuff is some bullshit. I understand that. But what are these FBI people doing, man? Oh my God, I'll make a machine. I will make up a lie detector, boy. I would use that lie detector. Man, this lie detector saying you lying. Man, that ain't lying. bring back a little bit of torture, I guess. I don't know. Y'all let me know what we should do. How can we figure out if these people trying to pull something over our eye? No, I didn't. I ain't do that. And daggone well, you straight on camera. There needs to be a rule where if you lie out of your mouth and beyond a reasonable, boy, you better, they about to bring the hammer down on you. You better tell the truth. Or they about to bring the hammer down on you. You better lie. You might be I ain't gonna tell no lie. I ain't do it. Those are the ones that lying. Shoot. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the police and everybody got the bad people got way too much room. They got way too much room. We got to bring back some of that room some kind of way. And the thing that tripped me out is this. What you're doing now ain't working. I could see if that was working. You got people on death row that's innocent, that already passed away. I'm trying to watch my language. You got people coming to my church and other people. I did 10 years in jail and I was innocent. The DNA proved that I was innocent. This stuff ain't working. So, I'm gonna get on up out of here since my phone is ringing. Perfect time and I need to eat. Y'all take it light, take it slow. That's the sweetheart code. You supposed to be asleep, Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.